Hey, psst, did you hear? Virgin Voyages just quietly announced they're leaving New York. If you want the Virgin Voyages updates without doing all the digging, welcome to Ship Happens. This is the VLVT.travel roundup of all things Virgin Voyages. We're back this week with 3 stories that you're going to want to hear. And we're starting with the one that might actually affect your sailing. All 2026 Virgin Voyage sailings from New York have moved from the Manhattan Cruise Terminal to the Brooklyn Cruise Terminal in Red Hook. The reason? Pier 19 Manhattan is going to be offline for a multi-year redevelopment, and the other Manhattan piers are either closed or fully booked with other cruise lines. So Brooklyn it is for now. It's a bit of a logistical inconvenience being 8 miles away from the current location, but the bigger story is that come October, that's all that Virgin has in New York for this year. Nothing else is going to be going out for the end of the year. So if you're interested in checking out a New York sailing, make sure you get onto it soon. On a better note, Brilliant Lady this week arrived in the port of Los Angeles, making Virgin Voyages history. She came in via Miami through the Panama Canal, also a Virgin Voyages first, and she's now sailing Mexican Riviera itineraries out of LA through to the early May, and then heading up to Seattle for Alaska, the inaugural season. So, if you've been holding off on Virgin because you're not someone who wants to travel to the East Coast, that excuse is gone. California departures, Mexican Riviera itineraries, and now Alaska, all on the table with Virgin. And last one, and this is worth paying attention to if you've got something booked in Europe this year. Valiant Lady is going into dry dock in just a month's time on May the 9th. And we expect to see her come out around the 25th with something new. Aria, Virgin Voyages' first Indian restaurant at sea. Now, it's going to be the unique concept in the razzle dazzle space on board, and it's going to obviously take the same approach that it has had with Rojo on Brilliant Lady and Lucky Lotus on Scarlet Lady. This one was developed with Manit Chuan, and the dishes they announced sound pretty damn good. We've got lamb shank biryani, Goan curried mussel, tandoori pistachio crusted snapper, and of course, as usual, all included in your fare, no cover charge. We expect to see Valiant Lady back in a Rome itinerary on the 25th, so if you've got something booked in Europe already, this could be yours. Aria will be waiting for you. And a cute little story. The restaurant is named after Richard Branson's great-great-grandmother, something almost as heartwarming as the Artemis 2 mission. But from the dark side of the moon to the west coast of the US, that's your Virgin Voyages update for this week. Make sure to hit that follow button to make sure you know when ship happens. See you next week.